Hi, everybody, and welcome to this week's Market Watch. I'm going to run fast and loose with some terminology that I don't truly understand yet, but follow along. We're going to talk about cryptocurrency, blockchain, NFTs, tokens, some buzzwords that you've heard everywhere. Again, I'm not really deep into the cryptocurrency world. I tend to use these terms in the general format so that I can make our clients smarter about actually what's happening in the general space, because a lot of it's still shaking out. So you don't need to go deep into the blockchain to understand that this technology is emerging. And some people use the term Web3 to talk about how the metaverse and some of these tokens and how the blockchain will influence the way that fans interact with the sports teams they love. Brands can monetize those interactions, and even how sponsorship might be formulated in the future. So let's break down some things that have happened over the last few weeks and months so that you get a sense of where this technology is really going to impact the sports business the most. Let's look at sponsorship first. Paige Bueckers is now one of the NIL biggest deals in college with Gatorade. And people think that tokens and owning some share of an athlete as they emerge and as they grow could be like almost like a stock exchange, where those name, image, and likeness deals that college students are now able to sign could move down to the amateur levels, even into high school, and you can predict and own a part of that brand in that future as that athlete progresses. So in the NIL space, crypto and blockchain and NFTs become an interesting way to give fans ownership of an asset that would be an athlete. So as that athlete creates more media, as that athlete gets bigger sponsorship deals, fans can participate and support that athlete on their career path. That's one area. Two is sponsorship. Look at what happened with the Staples Center. It's now the Crypto.com Center. Well, it's a 20-year deal. It's huge. It's going to rename that center. And it gives you a sense of how these large currencies and brands that are creating marketplaces are moving into sports to get naming rights and to do sponsorship deals. And there's tons of examples of this, whether it's jersey patches or stadium rights or things that, could involve broadcast rights. You're seeing more of these brands taking a vested interest in sponsorship in professional and college sports. Let's also take a look at collectibles. This is an area where NFTs have gotten most of the traction and most of the buzz, right? And I think behind the scenes, you could look at what happened with Fanatics, Topps, and Panini as a way of saying Fanatics is taking a huge bet that the collectibles or owning digital commodities and trading them is really important. And that only gets powered by some of this blockchain and back-end technology that makes it easy for a fan to own a jersey in, say, one game and move that jersey into another game and really use it as part of their identity, their online metaverse sort of personality. So in the collectible space, NFTs matter. So you have sponsorship, you have NIL, and now you've got the collectible space also really depending on the future of this technology to move digital commodities into the places fans hang out and collaborate online. And then the final thing I'll say is team ownership. There's a company called Socios, and there's a number of these now out there that are working with professional teams to give fans an opportunity to own and vote on decisions that are being made at the professional sport level. This gives almost every team the opportunity to act almost like the Green Bay Packers, where the fans actually own part of the team or have voting rights based on how much they've spent on their tokens to influence decisions that the teams make. This is a huge trend and it's coming. And if it's going to take off, if there's going to be this kind of democratized ownership thing, it's going to happen in sports first. So it's a really good way to understand how this could actually be a forebearer of what's going to come in other places and other industries, music, film, things like that. So without trying to get too specific about what blockchain and cryptocurrencies and Ethereum and all these different words that you'll hear matter or mean, know that they're having an impact in those four areas in professional sport, and keep your eye on crypto because it's going to change the way that we watch and consume sports media in the future.